PewDiePie posted a video earlier this week titled "Huge Update, My New Second Channel." In this video, he tells us that his golden play button was broken. There was a video he posted where he actually showed us how YouTube sent him this broken play button, which is pretty awful seeing as he's the most subscribed person on YouTube. Step up your game, guys, what are you doing? So he ended up selling it for £5. And then some sad music plays and he tells us that him giving up his golden play button is equivalent to Leonardo DiCaprio selling his Oscar. And while PewDiePie may have the diamond play button, he still needs that golden play button to feel like his life is fulfilled. Apparently the company was supposed to send him a new one, but they never did. So he has now come up with a master plan to make a new channel called Jacksepticeye 2. And he says that if all 48 million of us can go click and subscribe, then the new channel will be able to reach 1 million and he can live out his dream of getting a new golden play button. He says there's going to be a lot of new fresh content on this second channel, and there's going to be some daily vlogs. So at the time of this recording, it's only been 1 day and this new channel already has 864,791 subscribers. That is insane. So yeah, by the time you guys see this video, he's probably already gonna have 1 million subscribers on that channel. So I guess that play button is coming. So far on the channel, there's one video titled Channel Trailer. Hello everyone and welcome back on this beautiful Saturday. I'm Court McGinley. Now as always, we have a bunch of interesting news stories headed your way, such as a US nuclear reactor going live after 20 years, a promo trailer for the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 movie, 200 people walking out of Amy Schumer's show after she insults Trump, Snoopy being fired, the Nintendo Switch officially being released, and so much more. And as always, stay tuned until the end because I will be answering your guys' questions and comments. And also, do not forget to hit that subscribe button to join the LP family. And one more thing before we start these news stories. This upcoming week, I'm going to be away for the entire week. I'm going on vacation to Boston and Salem. So I'm excited and I can't wait, but I will miss you guys. If you guys want to keep track of what I'm doing, then feel free to follow me on Instagram at Court McGinley so you can see how my trip's going. And if you live there and you see me, then do not be shy and come up and say hello. But luckily for you guys, next week Landon will be back. He's been away due to medical reasons, but you will be seeing a lot of him next week, so that's very exciting. Alright, without further ado, let's start these stories. Stranger Things took over the world the first week it was out on Netflix. I mean, everyone was hooked and people are so eager for the next season to come out. But while we wait, I have this fun little surprise for you. It appears that the internet has found the real life Barb. This is a doppelganger if I ever saw one. On the show, Barb touched our hearts, our souls, and when she died, we were devastated. But apparently, she might not actually be dead, so that's exciting. Last week, someone realized that their colleague looked just like Barb back in the 80s. I mean, look at this picture. The resemblance is uncanny. Like, that's Barb. The red hair, the massive glasses, the fussy neckline. This woman has it all. And now here's the scary part. The Barb lookalike's name is Barb. What the heck? I'm hoping somehow the Duffer Brothers came across this woman's picture and used her as a reference point, because if not, then that's really strange. You get what I did there? So yeah, it turns out Barb wasn't killed by the Demogorgon. Instead, she was transported to the future and is living a happy life in 2016. Next, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has come out with their first trailer and it looks amazing. I remember when the first movie came out, I wasn't really about seeing it, but my boyfriend and friends made me watch it and oh my god, it was so good. Don't even get me started on Baby Groot. Oh, he's so cute. In this movie, we have some similar faces such as Chris Pratt, Vin Diesel, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, and Bradley Cooper. Yay, the gang's all back! In this film, the Guardians will travel through the cosmos as they help Peter Quill learn more about his true parentage. Here's a quick clip. Everything's alright. I mean, come on, how good does that look? On YouTube at the time of this recording, this trailer already had 3.5 million views in a day. So I'd say people are pretty excited. This movie is going to hit theaters summer 2017. Can't wait. Next, a US service member was killed in action in northern Iraq. At the moment, he's not being named for privacy reasons. The service member was first wounded in an attack from an improvised explosion device off the battlefield, but sadly he later died from his wounds. This incident took place in northern Iraq. However, the official did not have the exact location of the service member. He was a part of the US Service Military Advisory Team, taking part in the battle for Mosul. This is the first combat death since the operation began earlier this week. There have been a total of 3 US military men that have been killed in action in Iraq since operations against ISIS began back in 2014. Next, a US nuclear reactor goes live after 20 years. Back in 1973, the TVA, which is one of the nation's largest public power providers, began building 2 reactors that combined would generate enough power to light 1.3 million homes. The first of the 2 reactors was delayed due to design flaws, but it eventually went live in 1996. And now finally, after billions of dollars, a second reactor has started sending power to homes and businesses. These reactors offer a clean, cheap, and reliable energy to residents of several southwestern states. The TVA, which now serves 7 different southern states, relies on nuclear power to light up approximately 4.5 million homes. This is a very exciting breakthrough. Next, Metlife has fired Snoopy and the gang. That's right, this company will no longer be using Snoopy, Charlie Brown, or any member of the Peanuts gang in its ad campaigns. Apparently, the company wants to go with a cleaner and more modern look. Yeah, because clearly Charlie Brown characters are up to no good. This switch happened right as Metlife prepares to spin off a chunk of its customers' life insurance business to shareholders as a new company called Bright House Financial. The chief marketing officer of Metlife, Esther Lee, had this to say: "We brought Snoopy in over 30 years ago to make our company more friendly and approachable during a time when insurance companies were seen as cold and distant. Snoopy helped drive our business and served an important role at the time. So let me get this straight, Snoopy gives them the best 30 years of his life, and this is how they treat him? They just use him and then dump him? Good grief." Nearly 200 people walked out of Amy Schumer's comedy routine. Amy was booed by some Donald Trump fans after she made remarks about Trump during her Tampa show. I guess comedy and politics, they just don't go that well together. At one point during her show, she invited up a man who wasn't voting for Trump, but he was voting against Hillary. Once the man left the stage, Amy said, "That was just really cool to hear from one guy who doesn't seem like a psychopath. Why he'd want to vote for that orange, sexually assaulting, fake college starting monster." While a lot of people cheered, an equal amount were booing. Amy then said, "Everybody point to the people booing. Just point. Okay, so go." And 200 of them did. After the show, Amy released this statement: "I want to thank the 8,400 people who stayed and have always depended on comedians to make us laugh and tell the truth. I am proud to continue that tradition." Now, we all know there are negative, nasty people in the world. It's unfortunate and sad, but that's the way it is. But there are also amazing, kind-hearted people as well. And if you need to have your faith restored, then listen to this. Here we have Addie Rodriguez, and her dad is off serving in the military. This little girl is a cheerleader, and at one of her rallies, all of the fathers went up to join their daughters and lifted them on their shoulders, and she was all alone. She tried to keep cheering, but she just couldn't help but cry. But then suddenly, someone who was a complete stranger to her before this came up to her rescue. Matthew Garcia was sitting in the bleachers, and he ran down to her and he kneeled down asking her if she was okay. Matthew told Addie that she could go on his shoulders, so he lifted her up and stood in for her dad. About this, Addie said, "I just felt like somebody saved my life. I thought that's so nice, especially since my dad's serving for us." I'm gonna leave the full video link in the description box down below. This just goes to show that a little bit of kindness goes a long way. Next, the Nintendo Switch has officially been announced. After rumors and speculations, it's finally unveiled. This announcement came via a YouTube video. The previously titled Nintendo NX will be a portable console with detachable controllers. It will run on cartridges and can connect to your TV. And this is the description. Introducing Nintendo Switch. In addition to providing single and multiplayer thrills at home, the Nintendo Switch system also enables gamers to play the same title wherever, whenever, and with whomever they choose. The mobility of the handheld is now added to the power of the home gaming system to enable unprecedented new video game playing styles. The Nintendo Switch has a release date of March 2017. And now it's that time of the video where I answer your guys' questions and comments. Let's get started. Adele1205XX asked, "What is your favorite season? Please answer. I love you. Keep up the work." Well, thank you so much. I love you too. And 100% my favorite season is fall. I just love it so much. Liam Smith asked, "Courtney, please answer. Do you think Michelle Obama would be a good president? I love your videos. They are really interesting." Well, thank you so much, Liam. That means a lot. Personally, I do think she would make a good president. She seems like a really intelligent woman, and her husband did a great job, so he would definitely be helpful. Mayron asked, "Hey Courtney, if you had to describe yourself using 5 words, what would those 5 words be?" I love you. Aw, hey May, thanks for the support. I love you too. I would have to say loyal, sassy, social, positive, and adventurous. Minigun Man 78 asked, question, is your studio in your house, Landon's house, or just a separate building? Interesting question that I'd love to know. Well, great question. It turns out we have two studios. One is at the condo, and that's usually where Landon films, and then we have another studio in a building, and that's where myself, the Top 10 channel, and the IO team film all of our videos. King Gamer 415 asked, Courtney, will you still be on this channel when you get married? I definitely will. I'm also pursuing a career in real estate, but no matter how busy I get, I will always make time for you guys. Magical Panda Gaming said, hashtag M&M caramels. This is a response to the story I did about the M&Ms coming out with a new caramel filling. Yes, so excited. Finally, Rice Scum asked, Courtney, when are you going to upload on your YouTube channel? As I mentioned earlier in this video, a new video went up today, yay! And if you guys want to check it out, I'd appreciate it so much. And feel free to subscribe while you're there, and you can find me at Courtney McGinley Vlogs. Well, that's all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.